Good afternoon. Welcome to Global News at noon on Memories 96.5 FM Oyo. First, the top stories. Governor Moina swears in 12 new permanent secretaries, urges them to prioritize accountability in service delivery. Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited promises to clear fuel queues by tomorrow. On the foreign scene, United States says Israeli army units violated human rights. And in sports, Vardy's double fires Leicester to championship title. Details of these and other stories coming up shortly. Thank you so much for joining us on the news at this hour. My name is Nyakno Albert. And now the news in full. The state governor, Pastor Moino, yesterday officially swore in 12 permanent secretaries into the Akwa Ibom State Civil Service. The governor, in his address immediately after the swearing in of the new permanent secretaries, charged them to roll up their sleeves and be ready to work, being the 12 selected candidates from the 32 candidates whom he personally interviewed, as he congratulated them on the appointment, which he described as a product of grace. Our Government House correspondent, Mfoniso Harrison, reports that the 12 permanent secretaries sworn into office yesterday by the governor include Grace Monde Akpan, Emma Tom Udonsek, Dr. Emmanuel Iton, and Ignatius Anthony Ekwere, among others. The governor, however, stressed that he will not in any way tolerate any form of excuse towards poor performance or lackadaisical attitude shown towards work by any of them, reminding them that such behavior will result to their removal, as he charged them to work in synergy with their commissioners, who he described as the political leaders of the ministries, to ensure a successful operation of their ministries. The governor reminded the new permanent secretaries to always remember that their appointment is a testament of their core values and character, reminding them to always wear their Arise badge, the badge of honor, to represent their commitment to his administration's Arise agenda, adding that they must all carry out their work in tandem and in line with the vision of the Arise agenda blueprint.
That you have now permanent secretaries is both a function of grace and a testament to your capacity, competence, character, and acute understanding of the core values and expectations of governance ideology as encapsulated in our RISE agenda. I must say that your understanding of our RISE agenda forms a core value of why you have been selected today. And it starts with you wearing the badge of honor very proudly. In the last 11 months, we have worked very hard to lay the predicate of execution of this governance blueprint, from agricultural revolution to rural development, infrastructural maintenance, advanced security management, and educational advancement.
Meanwhile, the state governor, Pastor Moino, has directed all major government parastatals, including Ibom Power, Ibom Fadama Microfinance Bank, Accor Savings and Loan, and every of such government investment and parastatals to send in their management report on or before the end of June 2024. The governor stressed that the Akwa Ibom State Investment Corporation, AKICO, is an investment arm of government, and instructed that all government investment reports to them or tender their resignation if otherwise done. The governor, while expressing his disappointment over not receiving reports or management account from government parastatals or any of such being sent to AKICO as his government marks 1 year in office, explained that all government investment must without argument submit themselves for review and must be ready to be subject to review. Our Government House correspondent Voniso Harrison reports that the governor frowned at the mishandling of government parastatals as he again stressed that he will continue to carry out reviews and audits on the operations of parastatals, adding that all government investment must yield dividends for the Akwa Ibom people. And still in Akwa Ibom State, the Governor Pastor Moreno has revealed that a stakeholders roundtable for tourism and other focal sectors within the Arise agenda is to be held in the state soon. The governor, who made this known when he received in his office the 4-member state contingent from the State Ministry of Culture and Tourism, who recently returned from China upon completion of a 2-week tourism capacity building program for English-speaking African countries held in Beijing, equally received plaques of honor as the Tourism Governor of the Year, which the state won as the most active tourism state in Nigeria at the Travelers Award held recently in Lagos. He noted that the planned stakeholders workshop will be an opportunity to x-ray the key components of the various focal sectors within the Arise agenda, extract the salient quick win projects and programs from each sector which government will execute within the next 2 years for the benefit of the people. Governor Eno reiterated the importance of positively marketing the state as a destination of choice and thus harped on the need for effective training and retraining of tourism promoters, tour guides, taxi and bus drivers, as well as front desk officers in hospitality facilities across the state. The state chief executive charged beneficiaries of the 2-week training to transfer the knowledge gained to a wider spectrum of staff of the Culture and Tourism Ministry, as well as other stakeholders in the industry, through a Train the Trainer program, which will boost the impact of their training. Away from that, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) yesterday released an order on the deregulation of meter prices for meters deployed under the Meter Asset Provider Scheme. It said the prices of meters were deregulated after meter asset providers, MAP, and other operators requested a further review of meter prices in consideration of the significant changes in foreign exchange and inflation rates since the last price review of meters by NEC in September 2023. NEC said the significant changes in these macroeconomic variables had constrained the abilities of meter providers to supply meters at the approved regulated price. It said the combined efforts of sections of the regulations on the regulated pricing of meters deployed under the MAP scheme were hereby derogated. And still on the national scene, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) has assured Nigerians that the ongoing fuel scarcity in 1st May. Chief Communications Officer NNPCL Olufemi Shoneye told newsmen today in Lagos that the company currently has availability of products exceeding 1.5 billion liters, which can last for at least 30 days. He stated that they experienced a 3-day disruption in distribution due to logistical issues, which has since been resolved, but it's unfortunate that some folks are taking advantage of this situation to maximize profit. Similarly, the National Vice President of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Ahmed Fashola, expressed hope that the queues in Lagos and Ogun State would ease off this week, relying on the words of the NNPCL. Fashola, however, stated that the queues in Abuja might tarry a bit due to the distance to Lagos. You're listening to Global News at noon on Memories 96.5 FM. More reports after the break. and Memories 96.5 FM. And on scene, a joint force made up of troops from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have killed a major Islamic State commander with a $5 million United States bounty on his head. Reports made available to newsmen yesterday indicate that Abu Huzaifa, a member of the Islamic State Sahel province affiliate, was killed in the northern Malian region of Menaka on Sunday. His killing was part of an operation that was carried out in a tri-border area between the three Sahel countries. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger are battling a wave of Islamist insurgency, with groups linked to both ISIS and Al-Qaeda killing thousands of people in the region in the past year. Last month, the ruling military juntas of the three countries said they would form a joint force to fight jihadists, months after forming a mutual defense pact. And still on the foreign scene, the United States State Department has found 5 units of the Israeli military responsible for gross violations of human rights in individual incidents, but says they will continue to receive US military backing. State Department spokesman Vedant Patel said 5 security forces units committed gross violations of human rights, with 4 of the units effectively remediating these violations, adding that for the remaining units, the United States continues to be in consultations and engagements with the government of Israel, and they have submitted additional information as it pertains to that unit. The department denies claims it backed down under political pressure by continuing military assistance to the unit despite being unable to say whether or not there had been any accountability. In the case, all the incidents are believed to have taken place in the occupied West Bank and Jerusalem in recent years before the current war. And talking sports now, Jimmy Vardy's double helped Leicester City clinch the English Championship title as the already promoted Foxes cruised to a crowning victory at Preston North End yesterday. The 37-year-old former England striker, whose goals previously fired the Foxes to a Premier League title and FA Cup glory, added to his reputation as a Leicester legend with a goal in each half to take his season tally to 20 in all competitions. Casey McAteer added a third with a close-range header for a completely dominant Leicester, who have become the 4th club after Burnley, Fulham and Norwich in as many years to make an immediate Premier League return as Championship title winners following relegation. Leicester can now equal a 104-year record for most second division wins set by Tottenham in the 1919-1920 season, with 32 when they host Blackburn on the final day of the campaign on Saturday. And that's it on Global News and Memories 96.5 FM. But before we go, let's take a recap of the top stories. In the news, you heard that the state governor, Pastor Moino, yesterday officially swore in 12 permanent secretaries into the Akwa Ibom State Civil Service. We also told you that the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, has assured Nigerians that the ongoing fuel scarcity and queues will be cleared out by Wednesday, 1st May. Another foreign scene, we brought you reports that a joint force made up of troops from Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger have killed a major Islamic State commander with a $5 million United States bounty on his head. And in sports, Jimmy Vardy's double helped Leicester City clinch the English Championship title